Hi friends, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be doing a tutorial today on how to make this donut granny square. You are going to need a pair of scissors, yarn of your choice. See what you have. This is all scrap yarn. And you're going to need a darning needle for the sprinkles in the center. I'm using a 3.5mm hook. I'd recommend anything from a 3mm to a 4mm, depending on what you have. I hope you want to start off with. I'm going to go ahead and secure my yarn, and I do not do a magic loop. I tend to just twist the yarn like this. Go ahead and chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Going to go ahead and slip stitch into the first chain space. Chain 3, and we are going to do 11 double crochets in this center here. So I've already got 2 there because the first one counts as 2. So we should have 12 in total. 3, 4, 5, 11, and then the last one, which is 12. Go ahead and slip stitch into that first space there, and that's the center done. Go ahead and snip and just fasten that yarn. I'm now going to go in with this orange, and to secure this I'm just going to go like this, twist it again, and hook into the back loop. We're only working back loops until row 4, so that's nice and secure. Now we are going to do 2 single crochets in every single space. So there's 2 there because the first one automatically counts as 2, and we're going to end up doubling our stitches to 24. So we're just doing 2 single crochets in each stitch. We're only working in the back loops. First space, and go ahead and slip stitch. Just gonna snip, fasten the yarn, and that is row 2 complete. Now for the donut, round 3, I'm gonna use this yarn that I've mixed here. Back loop, secure the yarn, chain 3, and we are going to double crochet twice in every 4th stitch. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and we're going to go ahead and put 2 double crochets in this space here, and now we're going to go ahead and do 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 2 double crochets in that 4th stitch, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, but we're doing 2 in that 4th stitch, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, but 2 double crochets in that 4th stitch. Go ahead and slip stitch into that first chain space there, like this. Round 4, we're going to go in front loops. Go ahead and chain 3, and we're going to follow the same pattern as we did for row 3. What that means is we're going to do 2 double crochets in every 4th stitch. So in that same stitch, go ahead and double crochet. 1, 2, 3, put 2 double crochets and chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets and chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets and chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets and chain 4, crochets in chain 4. And again, we're going to go ahead and slip stitch in that top loop there, and that's the center of our donut complete. Okay, now we're going to move on to row 5. For row 5, we are going to go ahead and place a stitch marker first, because this row is going to be quite uneven. 1, so we're going to go ahead and slip stitch into the back of chain 1. We're going to slip stitch into the back of chain 2. We're going to slip stitch into the back of chain 3. And then we're going to go ahead and do a single crochet in the next space. And then we're going to do a half double crochet. We're going to do another half double crochet. And then we're going to repeat that all over again. So slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch. So 3 slip stitches, 1 single crochet, 2 half double crochets in the next, 2 slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet. So can you see how this design is kind of going up and then down again? That's what we're trying to achieve. And I'm just going to go ahead and snip the yarn and cut that off, and your work should be looking a little bit like this. Row 6 is a little bit fidgety, but we will get there. We are going to do another expansion round on row 6. So what we're going to do is, again, this is back loop only, but secure your yarn, back loop, secure your yarn, chain 3, double crochet, but we're going to do 2 double crochets in every 5th space. So that's 1, and it can be fidgety because you need to get into the back loop, and the back loops are not that even given what we've just kind of done here in row 5. So that's 2 double crochets, 3, 4, but we need to do 2 in the next one. So 1, 2, because that was number 5. So our donut is coming along like this. We've completed row 6. We're now going to move on to row 7, and this is where we need to start making a square. So I'm going to snip this and just secure it like this. I'm going to ask you to improvise with me a little bit here, because the reality is we can follow a pattern, but we may not have the stitches down to a T. So I just want to show you something. Grab 4 safety pins, and I want you to look at your piece of work and decide where your 4 corners are going to be. So one's going to be there. I'm going to have 1 corner there. Next one's going to be there. And now the next one's going to be here. Okay, what we're going to go ahead and do is secure our yarn in that corner. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go ahead and do a triple crochet. 1, 2, 3. Go in there. That same chain space, pull through 2, pick up more yarn, pull through 2, pick up more yarn, pull through 2, pick up more yarn, pull through 2. That's one of our corners. Chain 2, another triple crochet in the next stitch, and we're doing back loops only. So triple crochet, pull through 2, pull through the last 2. There we go. And we're going to do that again in that same space. Pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So we've got one corner here, okay? What we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to double crochet in the next 2 stitches twice. 1, 2. I'm going to do 2 half double crochets. That's what our work should be looking like. What I recommend you do is count how many stitches you've used up already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Count 6 from this side, from where you want your next corner to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And put another slip stitch in here. This is just a trick that I'm showing you. And now we're going to single crochet all the way up until we get to that stitch, because we need to replicate exactly this in this corner. And I've got one more, and then I'm going to lose that stitch. Lose this safety pin. Gone. Now we're going to replicate this backwards this way. 2 half double crochets. 1, 2, 2 double crochets. 1, 2, pull crochet, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through the last 2. Another triple crochet in that same space. Chain 2, and drop the stitch marker, and in the next chain, triple crochet, and another triple crochet in that same space. So pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Voila. I hope that made sense. It's just a little trick that I tend to use, because the reality, as I said, the reality of following patterns is you might be 1 or 2 stitches up or down, and that genuinely doesn't matter. Go ahead and improvise. And this is a good way that you can improvise. If you miss 1 or 2 stitches, your work will always even out. Now I'm going to turn this way, and I'm going to keep working up this way. And I'm going to use that same principle, because I have a hard time counting stitches, so I just improvise like this. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is 2 double crochets, then we had 2 half double crochets, and then we're supposed to single crochet all the way up until we're supposed to put that corner in. So Again, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I missed out the first one, 6. About there. So I'm going to single crochet all the way up until that safety pin. Go ahead and half double crochet twice. And go ahead and double crochet twice. 1, 2, and then we're going to go ahead and triple crochet in the corner there. Again, do a triple crochet in that corner there. Chain 2. Same thing in that next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yet another one in that same stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. So can you see how our square is forming now? Now we're going to go ahead, double crochet, half double crochet is normal, half double crochet is normal, and again complete that 4th stitch. So I will meet you when I've completed the stitch. Okay, so this is what our work's looking like so far. Go ahead and slip stitch into that first triple crochet space there. Now if you want to stop here, you can stop here, but I'm gonna put, I think, 1 or 2 more rounds. I need to get to this corner here to keep building. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna slightly slip stitch into these back posts to quite casually make my way into this corner here. 1, 2, 3. Chains. 1 double crochet, chain 2, double crochet twice. So we've got that same corner here, but we're not doing any triples because we don't need to account for any round square bits here. What we're going to do now is literally just double crochet all the way around, because we've got an active functional square here now, but we need to keep the corner sharp. So in order to keep the corner, how we're going to keep the corner sharp is exactly what we've done here. So we're going to chain 2 before we turn the corner, and that will keep our corner sharp. I'm just going to race to the end because I just want to show you how to turn the corner. And I'm going to get into that corner now, and I'm going to chain 2, and in that same stitch I'm going to do 2 double crochets, and then I'm going to carry on double crocheting to maintain the integrity of the square. Let me just show you what that looks like. So can you see how that's shaping up to be a perfect square? The last thing that I'm going to do is add sprinkles to my donut. How I'm going to do that is I'm going to just go ahead and turn my square around and just fasten the yarn. I'm just going to do 2 knots, and then I'm going to feed it through the front and just place some sprinkles like this. And what I'm going to do is, instead of putting loads and loads of knots in the back, I'm just going to work the yarn, the blue yarn, in between the stitches so you can't see it like front or back. And you can only really see the sprinkles where I want them, like this. Okay. I'm gonna go this way. I want one randomly going like this. So yeah, add the sprinkles wherever you want them. This is what my final finished granny square is looking like. I am going to go away and block this. I block using DIY methods. If you want to follow those methods, go ahead and check out my other YouTube channels. You may or may not be aware I am a free crocheter, so I tend to make up patterns like whilst I'm doing YouTube videos. If you'd like to see more of those, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means the world to me. And with these crochet pieces that I'm making so many different patterns, and the plan is to combine them all to make a huge, really, really weird random blanket. So if you want to see how that goes, subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications. But thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Have a blessed day, and I hope to see you around soon. Take care. Bye.